I don't know, probably going to burn your soul alive. But at that point, I think you should hit the music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it is Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are going to be reviewing 2 horror movies.
Yeah,
literally.
Again, like that's all we've been doing.
2. Like it's like someone got obsessed with horror movies because of Panic Fest. If you don't know about Panic Fest, look it up. PanicFilmFest.com.
We have 4 episodes covering Panic Fest.
4 episodes from Panic Film Fest.
Oh, by the way, we got a thank you from the Downright Creepy for doing the coverage. This was great.
Yeah, I love Downright Creepy. Is an awesome website as well if you get a chance, guys. Today, first, we are going to be reviewing. I guess it came out in 2021, but it doesn't matter. It just hit Shudder. Yeah. If you don't have the Shudder app, get it.
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing, dude? like if you don't have it
in life, what are you doing? Why make fun of people off the back, dude? Come on.
Okay. I'm sorry, but you should get Shudder.
Be nice.
It's $5.
Be nice.
You can find $5 on your couch.
Yeah, $5. So the movie that we are going to be reviewing is a Chinese, China-based film called
Taiwan.
The Sadness. Taiwan.
Yeah,
Taiwan. It said China.
Yeah.
That's how I got confused.
It's really confusing because when it calls themselves Taiwan, the Republic of China, and you're like, which one is it? Because China thinks they own Taiwan. Taiwan thinks their own thing, but whatever. Taiwanese, Taipei. Right?
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So it's called The Sadness. So. Chris, I gave you a few special. I gave you a few special sounds for you to. So first, here's Barrett Zoe.
Yeah.
All right, and then don't forget Tanzai Chang Wang.
And
also Regina Lee. Now, the reason we normally do bits where we have people vocally, but the thing is, they have nothing in English to stoop to you guys. So I just thought the sound effects would be a lot better.
Works.
Here, we'll change the background too, so everybody knows we're serious about it. There we go. Got a zombie apocalypse coming after us. All right, then. So a great movie called The Sadness. We're going to get into that. Believe me, that is going to be a movie you want to hear us review.
Mm-hmm.
Then second, we're going to look at the new rendition of a Stephen King classic novel, probably the second or third Stephen King novel I ever read in my life.
Okay. I hadn't read Firestarter, actually.
Yeah, I read it when I was a kid.
Okay.
So like it was one of my favorite Stephen King books, and by any means, it was just like, man, I when I was a kid, I was like, I want to grow up to have fire abilities. And didn't happen. Just didn't happen.
Human Torch.
First, so Firestarter, starring the wonderful, the always great Zac Efron.
Rocking a party, step 1. So it's the DJ's job to get the crowd out of their heads and into their bodies. So in order to do that, you need at the very least caveman sense of rhythm.
From We Are All Your Friends, which was apparently a horrible movie. I've never seen it, so.
I thought it was all right. Okay. I mean, it wasn't like, it's not like gonna change the world, but it was Michael B. Jordan. It had and
he's so good and everything. All right.
Then starring Ryan Kiera Armstrong.
But it's not darkness. It's a beauty and light. Don't you hear it when I play? Think about all those people that are going to be touched by Daddy's work. Think of those beautiful rooms can design. Being a little less afraid of blood. Being more afraid of being mediocre. You can have it all, Mommy.
So scary. From American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. I love it. It was the double feature season, but I couldn't believe that was in there. Also, Sydney Lemon.
I don't have a song. I don't have a song. Last week was circus night, and this week is karaoke night, and she gave me all week to prepare a song. And needless to say, I didn't have one. It's been a crazy week in the news. Got kind of caught up. First, our president was like, drink bleach. Then he was like, don't drink bleach.
Drink bleach.
Yeah.
Drink bleach. Anyway, and then Michael Gray Eyes.
We had a deal for water before she sacrificed it to save you. If she can't make a new deal, the ranchers will have to go. There's not enough water for both sides. And my side comes first.
From Fear the Walking Dead. Which he was a
and also in True Detective. He was in True Detective, one of the best season, I think. Or the second.
He's been doing movies for like 20, like since the 80s.
Dude,
man.
yeah, he was in Last Mohicans.
Yeah,
he was in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Yeah.
You know, like I saw a picture of him from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. He looked like he's 12. Also, Gloria Rubin, Kurtwood Smith makes like a slight appearance.
Yeah. Do you think he'd be more into it? Yeah. I thought he'd be more Kurtwood in there.
Yeah. John Beasley, Tina Jong. So Firestarter, we're going to talk about that. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. And we're also on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Twitch at NTS Podcast. And we are on, if you guys want shirts, go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and some that do. And we're in all places you find podcasts.
They sound beautiful.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. And for small businesses, we like to promote you, like to make you sound great, just like we're going to do this awesome, this wonderful small shop right there on 39th Street in Kansas City, Missouri. Mm-hmm. I am talking about one of the best dress shops, Retro Vixen.
Yes.
Now, Retro Vixen is one of my wife's favorite shops to go to. Now, Retro Vixen is a sparkly boutique on 39th Street. They sell shoes, dresses, accessories, and vintage-inspired housewares. They carry sizes from extra small to 4XL. These people, they're so nice. Mm-hmm. You go in there, and they're going to try to help you as much as they can. Even if they don't have your size, they're going to try to find it or get one that's too big or too small and try to figure out some way that they can help you mimic it, or like they're really passionate about what they do. My wife has been going there since, I don't know, at least good 6 years, 7 years, maybe even more. In fact, the tattoo on my right arm is from a pin we bought.
Oh, nice.
The Andre the Giant tattoo on my right arm is a pin we bought from Retro Vixen. Nice. I showed the owner when we were there last Saturday with you and all that. Yeah. And I was like, you had a pin up here of Andre the Giant. She's like, oh, yeah, I remember that one. It was so cool. I was like, yeah, I'm the one that bought it. And she just like, oh, my God, you got it tattooed on you? And then she was super about helping us out hardcore then. Yeah. But yeah, if you get a chance, guys, go to Retro. If your woman needs a dress, or ladies, if you need a dress that you just want to look like that 1950s, vibe, that very pinup style, they're wonderful. And they have great accessories, purses, jewelry. They even got homemade jewelry there that is awesome. You can find them at Kansas City Pinup on Facebook, or you can go to retrovixenkc.com. Okay, I'm done.
We did it, man.
I'm done. Is that the whole episode?
We'll see you guys later.
I've been nonstop all week.
Yeah, me too.
I worked the Eagles concert.
Yeah.
I worked.
How are the Eagles, by the way?
Huh?
How are the Eagles?
I didn't get to see them because they didn't give us free tickets. Just like tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Saturday, I'm working John Fogerty, the lead singer of Creedence Clearwater. No free tickets for anybody. And on top of that, the tickets are like ridiculous.
Really?
Just like the Eagles, nosebleeds are $160.
Ugh. Man.
John Fogerty nosebleeds are $130.
Huh.
And I get it, man. You guys are at the end of your time, and you just need to, maybe get that boat that you never got, or maybe your toilet needs to be gold.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But and to be honest with the Eagles, I get it because you got like 5 or 6 people you're splitting the money across, right?
Yeah. Also, the crew and the game, like everyone puts the show together.
Yeah.
Everyone, everyone's getting back to touring now. I'm sure that their team was like, "Hey, man, can we get back to playing live? Because we need to pay our bills."
Yeah. Well, and you know what this tour is? This tour is the Hotel California tour.
Okay.
So they're playing the entire album from beginning to end.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to go on to it, but I couldn't. And on top of that, here in Tulsa right now is the PGA Tour.
Oh, okay.
So Tiger Woods is like literally like a mile that way from me.
Yeah.
I know that because, and you might hear this in the background every now and then, there are literally helicopters swooping, just going around, filming from a, news coppers or whatever, because they're, this brings over like somewhere around $10 million extra to the area.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's PGA. I mean, if they had WrestleMania, it'd be about $1 billion. And that's just the truth. So yeah, it's been, and I don't get a day off until next Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
But you know what I get to celebrate it with on Tuesday night?
Who?
I'm going to Wichita.
Oh, you can see Jack White?
Yeah, I get to go see Jack White, too. Like, they got me tickets and everything. I get to do a booth out front with the radio station. And then we're going to go inside. And my wife gets to go with me.
Nice.
And Slater's going to be in there, the daytime guy. And he's a cool cat, man. Yeah. He's just, if you met him, he would be awesome. But that's all about me. What about you, sir? What's been going on with you?
It's nothing. Like my boss out this week, so I'm the interim supervisor, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone just, I mean, like my team's such a well-oiled machine that I barely have to do any managing at all. So, and then nothing, man. I just got game nights coming up. That's about it. And I go to Rhode Island in a week, 2 weeks. So. We're going to visit H.G. Leclerc's house, and there's a wedding there and all that stuff. So, not much happens till June because I've got about like 5 concert tickets coming up in June. I'm going to see Pup and Bright Eyes and all that shit. I'm really excited. But
Bright Eyes?
Yeah.
What's Bright Eyes?
It's a band.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But, yeah, man, I ain't got much going up. I have nothing exciting happening. Just sort of chilling. Oh, this has been kind of weird. My brother, he goes in those really shitty apartments off in KC, and his AC had been out for 8 days, and it's been 90 degrees here. So he'd been staying at our place until he fixed it.
It's like been damn near 100 here. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had to stay at our place for about 8 days.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it sucked.
Our pool pump broke earlier this year.
Have you figured that out yet?
Yeah, we went and bought one today because I called around and this guy's like giving this crap, this guy's giving me this crap, and I was like, you know what? There's that pool shop I went to, and I'll give them a shout out. It's Leslie Pools it's a chain, but they had their own individually by people. This one's in Glenpool, Oklahoma. And I called there, and there's this 20-year-old that helped me with it before when I needed new parts with it. And I called him. He's like, dude, I'll get you a rebate and everything, dude. I'll get you a $500 rebate on this shit. You come in. And I was like, are you kidding me, bro? And he's like, oh, and it's like, how many you got? He goes, 1. I go, hold it. I'll be there. And so we got the new pump and everything like that. And then we'll have to put it up together. Hopefully we can do it sometime this weekend when I'm, doing 1,000,005 things.
Because I like to swim when I'm at your place in June.
Yeah, I would love for you to swim in my place in June. I would love to swim in my place like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We'll get it all worked out.
I'm just excited to see the bar that you've installed in your house too.
Oh, dude, and it's all together too. You know what I'm saying? Because we open up the blinds and you can see the pool, and you can watch the TV from the pool. Like, it's awesome. It's good stuff.
Do you need me to bring do you need any spirits? Do you need to add to your bar?
There is a whiskey that is only made in Kansas City.
Okay.
I'll have to remember the name of it.
Text it to me, and I'll bring it to.
Yeah. And when you're at it, bring your PlayStation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, all right, that's enough about personal talk. Let's get into this first movie because I feel like I'm going to talk a shit ton more about this movie than I am the second one.
Yeah. So, The Sadness, directed by Rob Jabaz. Rob Jabaz is actually a Canadian director from Canada. So,
yes.
He's directed all kinds of stuff. And so they got him to do The Sadness. What happened? Something happened with my... So he hadn't really directed much before, just a couple shorts, but... Canadian director Rob Jabaz. This stars, I'm going to butcher some names here real quick. Baron Zhu, who plays Jim, which I don't think that they give to people were their real names, by the way. Like, they were calling people Jim. Like, I didn't hear Jim anywhere in that sentence. But,
no, I didn't hear half the things that they're telling us, but I understand. They're trying to make it for Americans. You know, and I get it. They got to play down a little bit. So
Regina Lee played Kat. Ying Rui Chin played Molly. Xu Shang Wang played Businessman. And I know that sounds generic, but it's definitely not. We got Emerson Tsai as Warren Liu. Wei Hu Lian as Dr. Alan Wong. Ralph Chu as Mr. Lin. Chu Min Chu as Old Woman. And Liu Qing Hang as Kevin. Which also, not his real name, I'm sure. Why don't you read the storyline of this, pal?
There's a storyline?
There is, dude.
How long is it? Oh, it's not that big. Okay. After being experimented on by a... Oh, wrong one. I was on the wrong one. That's the next one. My bad. No, I'm only human, folks. I'm only human. After a year of combating a pandemic with relatively benign symptoms, a frustrated nation finally lets its guard down. This is when the virus spontaneously mutates, giving rise to a mind-altering plague. The streets erupt in violence and depravity as those infected are driven to attack the most cruel and ghastly things they can think of. Murder, torture, rape, and mutilation are only the beginning. A young couple is pushed to the limits of sanity as they try to unite amid the chaos. An age of civility and order is no more. This is only sadness.
Yeah, so this is the most violent film I've seen in recent memory. It's a grim movie, very grim. And, I mean, so what did you know about this before you get into it, by the way?
Nothing.
Okay.
Dude, I forgot to do the thing again. I'm just like, I do this stuff. You know how many hours I spend on doing stuff to get things ready? And I just forget about it while we're talking about stuff. Anyway,
this, by the way, played.
I didn't know nothing. Okay. I knew nothing.
This played at
Fanfest. I turned it on, and 3 minutes in, I was pissed at you. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, God damn you, Chris, for making me watch something that has nothing but subtitles in it. Because this is not, I don't mind watching subtitle movies. I'm not that guy. I don't mind it. For the podcast, I mind it because I write notes. And if I write a note and they say something and I'm looking at my notebook, now I have to rewind the movie and start it again from the part that I just tried to watch it. And, dude, did you even introduce the characters in this?
Yeah, I did. I said the names, everything.
Cool. Okay, so first you have the main actor.
Yeah.
Who sounds something like...
I'm sorry.
Just something like this.
You're right. I should have put their clips.
And then the second actor, who sounds something like... Yeah, and don't forget Regina Lee. I mean, that's it right there. That's the whole movie. Yeah. No, all right, guys. I'm gonna give my take on this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Besides Cannibal Holocaust and Faces of Death, this has to be one of the goriest, fucked up movies I have seen of all time. Now, I want you to know this, guys. We read quotes on here, and if you listen to the cast often, you know that we do. when I get to the quote reading part, I just want you to know this is all Chris's fault. I only wrote down what I thought would be, exactly what I needed to say from this movie to put over the fact how fucked up this movie is. And this is all Chris's fault. All of this is Chris's fault.
This movie is so fucked up. It's probably, I mean, I read that it's the most violent movie to ever be filmed, done by the Chinese there. And it's depraved. It's vile. It's disgusting. And it's, my wife was in, she was in when I watched it. And then 10 minutes, she's like, I can't look away. So,
it's like a car crash.
Yeah. So there's not really much. The storyline doesn't really fucking matter because it's super simple, right? What you're watching is just a nation go insane. They say it's zombies, but it's just a plague that makes people bad. Makes them do the worst things ever.
Well, I mean, anything. Okay, let's give you here. Let's look up the zombie definition. So, because you kept on saying this isn't a zombie movie to me, and I'm like, fuck you, it is. It's a zombie movie. All right. A zombie is a mythical undead corporal renovant created through the reanimation of a corpse.
But these people are dead. They're all they.
Some of them were.
Okay, all right.
So zombies are mostly common, found in horror and fantasy. A corpse said to be revived by witchcraft, especially in certain African and Caribbean religions, or it is a group of people who are influenced by a virus.
Fine. Yeah. So this is a very loose critique or satire of government response.
You like it loose.
to COVID, but it's very loose because this movie's all violence.
You're all violence.
I mean, I know you like gore, right?
Yeah, dude. This movie was so wrong in so many ways, and it made me happy in so many ways. The reason I like things like this, and it's okay that I like things like this, is because I like things that step outside the box.
Yeah, this crosses the lines in so many ways.
In so many ways. I mean, this is just like one of those that it's, man, I can't believe it's going on. What am I watching? Why is the end of the world coming? Why am I even watching this? And then I love the car crash factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love the fact that this movie is one of those that oh my God, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that anymore.
But you did watch it. Yeah.
I'm just going to keep watching it, but I don't want to see this, and it does get a little uncomfortable in some parts.
Yeah.
I mean,
they definitely push your, I mean, even for people like gore, you'd be like, oh fuck, like that.
Yeah.
That first scene.
The movie fact that I just popped up. This is done with little to no computer animation. This is it's 99% of it is special effects and practical effects.
Yeah. Real blood. Or not real blood, real fake
blood or syrup or whatever they use these days. And man, it made me happy in spots I just can't even say.
It's like they took the most horrible things you could see happen to someone and oh, we're gonna show it. Here it goes. It's a movie just all about gore. That's the main thing. You see bad things happen to people, and it's they're supposed to, they're trying to say something about the pandemic and all that stuff, but honestly, I
don't know if they're really trying to say anything about the pandemic. I think the pandemic just happened during this, and they were just like, yeah, you know what, whatever, here it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a zombie movie. There's a lot of disgusting things that go on in the said zombie movie. I don't know what more I can really say.
But if you have Shudder, you should definitely watch it if you like gore.
Yeah, if you like gore, you like horror. I mean, it's fucked up, but the fucked up is like I think like supposed to be that fucked up.
Yeah. It's
Like it's supposed to have kind of oh, it's fucked up, but we're all kind of laughing at it.
Yeah, it's definitely grim. It's and people call it depraved, and that's 100% true. That you're not gonna find anything. You're gonna have a hard time finding anything more violent than this, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like you can watch Sallow, you can watch kind of Holocaust, you can watch the Serbian film, which is probably worse than this a little bit. But yeah, you're gonna have a. I can't believe this exists, honestly, but a good way.
I can't believe this exists. All right. Well, how about this? How about we get down to some quotes and we'll figure out what our scores are on this.
Yeah.
All right. So again, before I read any of these quotes, I just want to remind people this is a mature rated show. This is all of Chris's fault because he made us watch this movie. So everything I say from here on out is 100%
Can I mention one thing really quick? This actually played at PancFest, but I was watching another movie at the time when this showed. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
There have been 0 deaths. Why are they using scare tactics? The virus, this whole pandemic, it's just a hoax. That bitch just came out of nowhere. For the ladies, you'll all be fucked by dogs in the street. Don't worry about your girl. I'm gonna finger fuck her for you. Do you want me to charge you with sexual harassment? I never had a threesome before. Take off his underwear. Why did you stop them? I was about to shoot my load.
I know.
You've been such a drama queen. The 4.5 million people affected are on our streets right now. This is my kiss to you, my kiss of death. I'm not going to stop until I fuck you to death. Her eyeball juice is still drying on my dick. You are just like me, violent and deprived. You can't rape the willing. If those maniacs would have found them babies, they would have fucked them and then ate them. I know I needed to find you and cut your fucking tits off. That's it, man. That's your movie. That's your favorite movie in the world.
No, it's not. But
you better give this a 5.0, bro.
It's a 3.7.
Fuck you, man. It's a 4.
Oh yeah.
This was gory. This was fun to me. If you like gory, if you like fun, this was great. Add a good story to it. Each character went on their each individual journey.
Yeah.
And then and it even gave you kind of a twist at the end, if you know what I mean. And you know what? I liked it. I thought they did a good job.
I did too.
I think it made me happy.
This is you won't see anything this fucked up for a while. Honestly, this will be in your memory.
No.
So now we're gonna go to Rotten Tomatoes. It has a score for both the audience and the critics. So, what is the audience score for The Sadness? You got a cat screaming at you out there?
Yeah, there's a cat out there. Do you want to see? Here. He's right here. Look. There he is.
Oh, hey, kitty.
Oh,
Hey, kitty.
Oh. You know how we get rid of him?
Oh.
This is really cool. So you take this here.
You show it to
and
him.
then you just go like this. And you just open the window like this. And you go, hey, what's up? What's up?
All right.
Water, the way to get rid of cats.
That's right.
Anyway.
So, yeah.
You would think I have 100 cats. I have 2.
have
and
2
one
as
of
well.
them is just really fucking annoying.
So, what's the audience score on this one? Do you have to guess?
65.
79.
Oh wow, they went higher than I thought. Wow.
Now, the Big Bang Mean critic score on the Sadness, one of those fucking movies you've seen in a while.
57.
90%.
They gave it a 90.
Yeah.
Woo!
Critics consensus. The Sadness lives up to its title with an unstingingly grim and overall effective slices dystopian horror. So the thing is, I think the critics are not catching up to actually accurately rating horror films. You know what I mean? Like horror films have been maligned for a long time, but I think maybe critics like us and the people that are coming out are actually starting to look at horror as a legitimate genre, which they haven't been doing. You know, so it's good. It's good to see this. But I do want to read 2 critics' reviews on this one. This is one of them from Sarah Michelle Fetters at MovieFreak.com. Said, "The Sadness is one of the more aggressively bleak, disturbing, and depraved horror films I've ever seen. I agree with her. This will not leave my memory for a long time." And this is another one, really great review. It says, "Jabaz's confident, daring debut operates on pure, unbridled fury. It's a vicious anthem that keeps you in its grip, forces you to stare into the abyss, and dares you to look away." And that's from Megan Navarro from Bloody Disgusting. I really enjoyed this movie. If you like fucked up shit, you'll find a lot to like here. I know plenty of people who would fucking hate this, who would be mad at me for making them watch it. But I know Neil.
Yeah.
And he knows me.
Like, there's a lot of movies I could easily give to people and be like, this is going to be a good movie. And like this one, oh man. Like if I had to pop this on at like my mom and dad's house, they'd smack the shit out of me and be like, "How we raised you wrong."
I know, right? Like I can't imagine showing this to my dad's like, should this movie? Be like, yeah. And he'd be like, why did you make me watch this? He'd be mad. But me and Neil, we like fucked up shit, and so we like this movie. The Sadness on Shudder.
Where's Addison, Texas?
Huh?
Where's Addison, Texas?
Addison? It's kind of near Dallas.
This is Busybody.
Okay.
It's Bitter Sisters. Oh, here it's Bitter Sisters, but there it's from Addison, Texas.
Yeah, it's sort of downtown. There's the Dallas Improv is in Addison. So
the reason I got it was because 1, I'm a busybody this week, and 2, it says hell yes, it's a good damn beer. The liquor store that I buy all my beer from, Collins Midtown Liquor.
Good dudes.
One of my friends just bought it.
Oh wow! Whoa! So are you gonna be able to get maybe free booze later?
Hopefully they're changing the name, I think, to like something else. But but the new guy that owns it is not the other guy that owned it before. What a dickhead!
Oh yeah,
that guy was an asshole. But this guy was super cool. I just ran into him today. But you know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
News.
Oh,
I like news.
Yeah, I like news too. Let's get to it.
Let's get to the news. This is the movies don't suck and some of them news. I'm going to read news segments from around the world from the past 7 days about entertainment you want to watch. And I don't mean Pornhub.
I bet there are people out there that watch Pornhub like that's all they do all day. They just sit there and they're not even jerking off. They're just watching it, right? That's what happened, right?
It has to.
Yeah.
Someone, right?
Yeah.
All right. First off, I got a little bit of sad news.
Okay.
The originally planned HBO Max movie, The Wonder Twins, has been canceled.
Why? Why has it been canceled?
It was due to because it had Isabel May was set to star in it, and it was going to be written by the guy who's doing Black Adam, Adam Schittskull. But because of the new merger, it was one of the things that got lost in the merger.
Oh well, maybe it'll come up again. You know.
I hope it does. It was sad, but so we go from one sad story about DC, to a happy story to do with Marvel.
Okay, well, they should be pretty happy. The movies are doing pretty well, so.
Yeah. Marvel Studios has just completed a deal to use the likeness of Stan Lee
Good.
for the next 20 years.
That's good to know. Because I didn't see Stan Lee in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but I'm glad to see him soon, like showing up somewhere. So it's got.
This is what they said. They are proud to be the stewards of the incredible valuable rights to Stan Lee's name, likeness, merchandise, and intelligent property brand. Chairman and CEO of Genius Brands. And there is no better place than Marvel and Disney where Stan should be for his movies and theme park experience as we enter the centennial of Stan's birthday, December 28th, 2022. We are thrilled to see his memory and legacy will continue to light fans through the new long-term agreement at Marvel.
I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Marvel addition to the Orlando Park, Disney World?
Yes.
There is? Okay.
There's one in LA and there's one in Disneyland.
And they have a Marvel part of it?
Yeah, it's the Avengers Campus. That's what it's called.
I have to check it out. Because I haven't been.
There's videos. There's videos online, and it looks ridiculous.
Because
that's why I wanted to do the LA trip with guys, so we can go do the nerdy shit. Like, I don't want to go to Disney World to go fucking see Mickey and ride it. It's a small world. I want to go see the Indiana Stunt Ting. I want to go to Star Wars World. I want to go to Marvel World. I'm out. Then I want to be at Whiskey A Go Go by night, fucking drinking and watching some punk bands.
I had a friend who went there this week. He shot pictures of Galaxy's Edge. I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, I was so jealous. I want to go to Galaxy's Edge so bad, you know? But I went to Universal, a couple, maybe 5 years ago, and I went to the Harry Potter world. I went to the regular, Harry Potter world, and then Diagon Alley, and that shit's amazing. That's it's literally magical. They call it Disney World, most magical place on earth. Dude, I've never felt anything more magical than Diagon Alley. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sorry. But Marvel, yeah. Good for them. They got Stanley. They got Stanley coming.
Simon Rex is cast in Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut thriller called Pussy Island.
Is this about Jeffrey Epstein? What is this?
Huh?
Is this a Jeffrey Epstein film?
No. The Pussy Island follows the story of Frida, a young cocktail waitress living in Los Angeles, interested in pursuing tech mogul Slater King, played by Channing Tatum. Frida makes her way into King's inner circle and is eventually invited to a party to his private island once things there prove to be different from expected. So it kind of is a Jeffrey Epstein film. I just realized I saw the zombies up. All right. And so that's cool. Zoe Kravitz she's a mad fucking artist like her dad and her mother.
I love her so much. She's the best.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what she puts out. 10 Soldier has assembled an all-star cast. All right, here's that all-star cast. Scott Eastwood. What the heck's that? Are you getting a tornado warning?
Amber alert. So I'll turn that down.
Oh,
sorry guys.
Damn, I thought you had tornado warning. Are you outside looking for the vehicle?
No, I'm sorry. I'm stuck in the basement recording podcast.
But anyway, 10 Soldier is assembling a all-star cast. Scott Eastwood, also known as Clint Eastwood's son, but he's a good actor. Yeah. John, oh man, I'm going to fuck up his last name. I do every time I say it.
Try to say it.
Oh my gosh.
Spell it.
Leguizamo.
Oh, John Leguizamo's in it?
Yeah, Leguizamo. Thank you. Robert De Niro and Jamie Foxx.
So what's the concept? Is it like a horror film?
The director is Brad Furman, who's the guy who directed The Lincoln Lawyer.
I love that movie too.
Screenplayers written by Jess First. Let's see. Besides that, they're not really giving here you go. Tells the story of the Boski Fox, who preaches to hundreds of veterans who have been drawn to promise of protection and purpose under him. Surrounded by his devout military-trained followers, he has built an imperial fortress. Gosh, I am done with the words today. After several failed infiltration attempts, the government, in the form of the military operative Emmanuel Ashburn, played by De Niro, recruits Nash Colvin, who's played by Eastwood, an ex-Special Forces asset who was once a disciple of the Butkush. Nash agrees to use his vulnerable past and insider knowledge of the enigmatic leader to finally get revenge on the man who took everything from him. Sounds good.
Yeah, I watched
I'm
that.
down.
Yeah.
All day long. Let's see here. Muhammad Ali is getting a biopic called A God Amongst Men to star Nicholas Pinnock as the boxing legend. Nicholas has starred only in For Life, is what it says on here. So it's going to be a true story based on Muhammad Ali. I'm sure we'll see it. Because let's be honest.
Didn't Will Smith do Ali back in 2001?
We don't talk about Will Smith.
Oh, that's
anymore,
right. That's why. Okay, yeah. I forgot. So they're just trying to erase
Will Smith ruined Will Smith. Anyway. Ron Howard's new movie, Thai Cave, is a rescue movie. Heads to Amazon Prime. It will skip a wide release and will instead opt for a limited theatrical release and with a joint release at Amazon.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, Amazon acquired MGM for the $8.4 billion. And so they're putting this on their, Prime because they're like, hey, it's Ron Howard. People will watch a Ron Howard film.
Yeah, that's really strange that they're. It's not that strange, but the studios are trying to. So what happens, like in Netflix or Apple Plus, they're trying to get these big time directors to show the movies on the services so people will subscribe. But jokes on them, we already subscribed, so we're all good on this one.
U-Bowl.
Yeah.
Director of
like a
House
million,
of the Dead,
Rampage, million video game movies. Yeah.
Is returning back to filmmaking, and he is going to. His next movie is based on Elliot Ness. Do you know who Elliot Ness is?
Tell me who Elliot Ness is.
Elliot Ness is the FBI agent played by Kevin Costner in The Untouchables.
Oh, okay, yeah. So interesting because he usually does. I mean, to be honest,
but this is based on a real life guy. I mean, it's Untouchables focused on Ness going after the infamous gangster Al Capone, but Bull's movie will instead focus on the one that got away from the special agent.
So the thing is, like, Bull's kind of reviled by all critics. I wonder if he's trying to change that. You know what I mean? Like, if I were reviled by all critics, but I was still making movies, I think I'd wear it more like a badge of honor. But,
yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Why care about everybody else? Because I think your movies are still making a movie, and I'm pretty sure The House of the Dead is considered like one of the best, like top 50 fucking horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
So
go suck on that. Suck on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Suck on these cheekies. 20th Century Studios is rebooting The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Maybe they'll make it good this time.
I mean, this is it is the movie that made Sean Connery stop acting.
Yeah, it is, right? Like he's like, fuck this.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's seriously, he's like, I fucked that up bad. This is all fucked up. I'm gonna kill myself now.
Well, he was alive for a long time, honestly, after he retired.
No, he didn't kill himself. But I'm just saying, all good to him, man. I want that to work out. Pixar reveals their next movie is called Elemental, and it'll come out in summer 2023. They got a couple of photos of it. It looks like fire, water, land, and air residents all living together.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
I don't have a cast. I don't have anything else.
Sounds like Avatar, honestly. Avatar the last year been there. No, not Avatar.
Disney is going forward with not one, but two. Yes, count them, two new Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Without.
Well, hold on.
Johnny Depp. They said he still could return, but the first one is starring Margot Robbie.
I know you're all about that, dude. You got boners hearing it. So
Man, you know, it's like taking Robert Englund out of Freddy Krueger, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the reason that role works so well, or that movie works so well. Then you did one with like the guy who played Rorschach.
Yeah. It wasn't that great. So I'm wondering. So the trial's still going on, the defamation trial. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I just we're gonna wait. And if Johnny Depp comes out unscathed, I imagine he'll probably get offered a role. You know, you get offered a role.
I'm gonna offer you a role.
Nat 20. So again.
I'm gonna tell you what it is when I put it in your face.
Ugh, gross. Sounds
You're
good.
gonna
Though.
love it.
I probably will love it. To be honest.
I'm just going through all the last
The
things
last parts of it, yeah.
The last news segments I have that I think you might want to hear. There's only like 30 more of them. I don't care. I don't think you care about Lou Ferrigno. Jason Momoa.
So the thing, Lou Ferrigno is a little bit before my time, so it's like.
And he's also a dick.
Oh yeah, you told me he was a dick, right? Like you said they had friends.
Like every time I've ever met him, he's a dick. Anyway. Alexander Skarsgård and Dane DeHaan is the star in a survival thriller called The Tiger. It's a Ukrainian filmmaker. I'm going to fuck this up, but I'll go for it. Miroslav Slaboskia will write and direct The Tiger based on John Vallant's nonfiction book about a revenge-seeking tiger.
Okay, well, that sounds kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and Skarsgård's in it. I'll go see it. Guess what?
What?
He beat the trial, so that means he's back. The one, the only, heading to Cannes, Kevin Spacey.
What is going on?
Kevin Spacey's new thriller, Peter 5-8, is heading to the Cannes, featuring Kevin Spacey. Sorry, Kevin Smith. I did not mean to say it's Kevin and Kevin. I apologize. If anybody knows Kevin Smith, please tell him I said sorry for that. Featuring Kevin Spacey in the lead role, Peter 5-8 will screen at the Cannes market, where it'll be shopped to potential buyers.
I don't know if anyone will buy this.
I don't know. He plays a charismatic man in a black sedan who shows up in a small mountainside community. Co-stars Jet Girondo as Sam, a glamorous real estate agent who is revealed to be unhinged and troubled alcoholic with a dark secret, along with Rebecca De Mornay, and a woman who Peter targets for information at the urging of his powerful and shadowy boss, Mr. Locke.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like,
yeah, right?
It's Kevin Spacey.
Alan Ritchson. We just talked last week about how he's just got a 3-movie deal with Amazon. Guess who else grabbed him? Too Fast, Too Furious. Alan Ritchson is now going to be in Fast X.
Okay, well, I mean, we're going to see everything. like Fast X is the last one, right?
Yeah. And, okay, for some reason, my next one said, I didn't upload, fuck you. All right, here we go. Did you ever hear about the 80s TV series called The Fall Guy?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I think so.
Where it's based on a guy who is like, he's a stunt man, and then he helps solve crimes on the side, of course, because it's 80s sitcom. Well, it's going to make a return. It's going to make a return.
To what?
We'll start shooting in Sydney, Australia. David Leitch is going to be director.
Okay, yeah.
All right. And the Fall Guy is going to be played by Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling. Gosling.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
I like Ryan Gosling. I miss him, so I'm glad he's in stuff. I'll watch whatever he does. Honestly, that's how much I love Ryan Gosling. Like he used to be before. My main crush was who is it now? Oh, Jesse Plemons. It was Gosling. So
I mean, it's always Ryan Reynolds for me, man.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Reynolds all the way.
So attractive.
A24.
Of course, A24 anything.
A24 is going to be making a stoner movie.
What's the movie?
Also A24 and Plan B Entertainment. The name of the movie is called Wizards, starring Naomi Scott.
Mm-hmm.
You know Naomi Scott, right?
Yeah, sure.
Where's she from?
Make me go to IMDb because it's you asked me a question like that, so now leave me.
I know. And co-starring probably the guy of the last 5 years that made him a name for himself, Mr. Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good.
So I'm down. A stoner movie with Pete Davidson in it. And by A24. Yeah, I'm on that.
Yeah. If you guys want to know who Naomi Scott is, the movies she's been in are The 33, The Martian, Power Rangers, Aladdin, Charlie's Angels, and Distant. So Aladdin mostly. She's Jasmine in Aladdin. So
yeah. So she's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Netflix has ordered season 6 of Black Mirror.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I was very excited about this.
I'm excited about that. That's all I got. I didn't even read the whole article. I didn't read shit. I was like, yeah, Black Mirror. I'm down.
Yeah.
Steve Howie and Ginger Gonzaga are going to be playing as the wonderful couple that we all fell in love with years ago. And I mean fucking 30 goddamn years ago. Who was originally portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. They will be playing in a TV show of True Lies.
Oh, but it's a good movie. It's got if it's not, it can't live because the movie's so good.
The movie's so good. If you're not anywhere near it, you're just gonna fuck it up, and we're all gonna hate you.
Yep, that's right.
One of the great musicians of all time is getting his own documentary at HBO, and that is the one, the only, Mr. Tutti Frutti himself, Little Richard. Okay. Oh my gosh! I mean, I can't remember what movie this was in. But there's some movie where Little Richard says to the guy, he goes, "What advice do you have to me as a musician?" He goes, "Pancake number 25," which is the facial makeup that he puts on to make himself lighter. Yeah. And I was like, man, it's called Little Richard, I Am Everything. It's set to, and it's going to come out, gosh, he only died 2 years ago.
Yeah, it seems like it was. It seems like it was longer ago, didn't it? Yeah, and
Elisa Cortez, the director of All In, The Fight for Democracy and The Woodsman, is going to be filming it, and it is in help with Rolling Stone. Yeah. So I'm guessing we're gonna like it. We're gonna love it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you remember a show? When you were a kid, were you one of those little sick bastards that like watching Cinemax at night?
Yeah, absolutely. I was.
Remember Emmanuel?
Of course. I remember Emmanuel.
Emmanuel has just got bought out, the rights. And Leah Sedux.
Oh, yeah, Sadu. Yeah.
Sadu is going to be playing Emmanuel. And they're going to do a whole series.
What's it airing on?
I don't know. We'll find out. When it gets done.
Sorry. I got close to the microphone. I said sorry about that.
Creepy there for a second, man. It's like that one time when you grab my penis and you're like, "Is that big enough for you?" All right, got two more. Here we go. Ocean's 11 prequel.
Yeah, we'll see it.
Yeah, with Margot Robbie.
She's in everything, man. She's so beautiful.
It's going to be in the 60s.
Okay.
So it's not going to have anybody.
Yeah.
Original, anybody from the original one, but it's going to be Jay Roach is going to be the one to direct.
You guys know Jay Roach? He's directed things like Austin Powers, both of them, all three of them. He's like a comedy director. So
he also did
Tower Heist
show with her.
Yeah,
and they're doing Barbie together too.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you're right.
Which I read about that. Literally, that's why there's so many people in the Barbie one, because there's so many people. They're going to do so many different versions of Barbie and Ken. Hopefully it's like Tales of the Crypt style, where it's like different stories of Barbie, and then maybe they all go. I don't know. But last but not least, Chris.
Yes, sir.
I know you don't have hard alcohol with you.
I mean, I have some in the freezer upstairs. So.
Yeah, but so far. But what do you got with you? Got a beer?
Yeah, I got a beer.
Got a beer? All right. This next movie, starring Jason Momoa, is called Shots, Everybody! All right, action comedy from Matt Midder and Kevin Barrows. The will partner with Jeff Pearson along with Dan Lin and Jonathan Eric of Rideback, the banner behind the billion-dollar grossing live-action Aladdin and the Two Popes.
Yeah.
The story details are being kept under an umbrella, but the project is described as a family-centric adventure that tones of James Cameron's The True Lies and Taken and The Lost City.
You guys don't know this, but me and Neil will be reviewing The Lost City soon.
We'll be reviewing The Lost City soon. We know it's been out for like 5 months, but sometimes we just got busy with Panic Fest.
Yeah.
We're just not talking about that. But anyway, Jason Momoa. You know what? Fucking A. Anytime I see Momoa, I'm happy.
You're down.
So,
Okay.
but that's it, man. I think that's all the news. Let me look over everything one more time. Let's see. Here's some news. Right here. It's my middle finger right to your face. Hit the news segment. That was the movies that don't suck and some of the news. I took an extra long time because I totally hate what I'm about to talk about.
I'm with you, bro. So we're talking Firestarter.
We're gonna make this very short. I'm gonna be very honest because I don't want to burn this down to the ground. Get it? Burn it to the ground. Okay.
Directed by Keith Thomas. He directed such things as The Vigil. And
that's it. Halloween Kills.
Huh?
Oh, that was the writer. That was the writer.
So we got Zac Efron as Andy McGee.
Rocking a party.
Ryan Kiera Armstrong as Charlie McGee.
But it's not darkness.
We got Cindy Lehman as Vicky McGee.
I don't have a song. Last week was Circus Night.
And then we got Michael Gray as Rainbird.
We had a deal for water before she sacrificed it to save you.
This also stars Gloria Rubin as Captain Hollister, Kurtwood Smith as Dr. Joseph Wanless, John Beasley, the great John Beasley, as Irv Manders, and why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this shit?
After being experimented on by a secret government entity called the Shop, Andy McGee develops psychic powers and meets the love of his life. Together, they have a daughter. I lost my spot. With a power of her own. And the Shop will stop at nothing to get them back. All right, man.
This is a piece of shit.
No, fuck you. Let me jump into it.
Okay.
I'm going to do this, motherfucker. All right? Because let's talk about this. I am 41, almost 42 years old. I have read so many Stephen King books in my entirety of my life. You motherfuckers in movie land need to realize what part of the Stephen King movies or books that we like. All right, look. See this right here. Look right here. Firestarter, the original novel. Beautiful, essence, all that. Firestarter with Drew Barrymore. Look at that. Awesome. Even the poster looks like shit. But, all right, this is my problem with everybody who has been doing Stephen King movies. I know he's selling them for really cheap right now because he just wants people to create. He's a big supplier and that. I get it. I love him for that because I love Stephen King. But, all right, man. How do I do this without spoiling anything? You took a story that is very simple. Very fucking simple. In fact, the storyline, it doesn't even do this justice because that is not the storyline of this fucking movie. the government entity called the shop. I don't think I heard the shop once.
Yeah.
I don't think in the entire movie I heard the shop once. All right. Now, Stephen King even went on record saying that he likes this movie, this version of it, because
he hated the first one so much. I know that. He hated it.
He hated the first one because the father in the first one lies to his daughter constantly.
Okay, this one doesn't lie.
And this one, he doesn't lie to his daughter. I get that. And man, I love Stephen King, and I love you. And you're a great creator. But fuck that, man. This movie sucked so bad.
It's a fucking
sucks. And it wasn't just the writing. The cinematography was bad. The editing. Did you see the editing?
Yeah, man.
Did you see, like, there were so many scenes where it didn't make sense on why it went to the next scene this.
The only good thing about this movie is John Carpenter did music. That's really the only good thing about this movie.
Yeah. I mean, no. Zac Efron did good acting. He tried. He tried to do good acting. And the little girl,
Ryan Kiera.
Good job. Both of them playing off of each other.
Did
a good job.
See, that's honestly one of the problems I had with that. I didn't get a relationship between them. I didn't feel that. You know, like I thought they had no chemistry. But man, this movie, like, I didn't expect to be bored so often. You know what I mean? Like so often.
Especially when it's only an hour and 30 minutes.
I know. I watched this with Leah, and she was
me and my wife watched this together on Peacock. We didn't go to the movie theater. Yeah. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I know.
The original. All right, so we were 25, 30 minutes into this movie, and I paused it.
Yeah.
And I looked at and she goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette because I'm pissed." And she's like, "What?" I go, "Look, it's kind of like you reading the story of the Three Little Bears.
Yeah.
You know, Goldilocks goes to the bear's house. You know, she tries the big bear's bed, the mama bear's bed, the baby bear's bed, and one of them is just right. You know, all that stuff, right?
Porridge and all that, yeah.
So this would be like if you were watching a movie version of the Three Bears and Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and Goldilocks never even went to the bear's house. Instead, went to fucking Walmart, started buying things off the 99-cent shelf, and was in line there 20 minutes into the fucking movie, and you're like, when are we getting to the bear's house?
Yeah.
That's exactly what this was. There is I can't even. This movie.
This movie's about.
Again, I'm trying not to spoil it. I'm trying not to spoil it.
Hold on, this movie's worse than Morbius.
By far.
Yeah.
By far.
And that's not saying
movie, all right. And maybe it's, member berries. Maybe I know what it came from.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Maybe. But even standalone on its own, the lighting sucked, the cinematography sucked, the editing sucked.
Check this out.
The only thing good was the music.
Check this out.
All the special effects were good. I'll give the special effects.
I've never seen the original. I've never read the book. And
I'll go watch the original tonight. Do it. It's on Hulu.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah. Peacock.
I watched the first 5 minutes of it. The guy's like this is $100.
Yeah. Because that part of the book made sense back then when it was written in 1984 or 1982 or whatever. Because that was what you did back then. If you needed money at college, you would go get experimented on.
Man, this movie was fucking garbage. I am upset that it exists. I was cautiously optimistic about a Stephen King movie coming out. And
especially with Zac Efron. Because Zac Efron has been in some really good movies and some shit movies, but he's been in some really good movies.
He was great in Neighbors.
Not even Neighbors. What else was he in that? He played in a lot of better movies than that, dude. But anyway, I'm not even going to list Zac Efron stuff. I don't give a shit. Stephen King, hey, we want you to play the father in fucking Firestarter. Okay, and he brought it. He tried to bring it.
I'm sure he's excited about it, man. I'm sure he was.
I know.
But the movie
This
itself.
is all on the director and the fucking writer.
Oh yeah, for 100%. The
And okay, here we go. Let's talk about this for 5 seconds. Did someone just say, "Hey man, hey Kurtwood Smith, remember me? I'm that guy at the barbecue that met you that one time. Do you want to come do a 3.5 second scene in my movie, and we'll never talk about you again the entire film?"
I'm looking at the guy.
When I saw Kurtwood Smith, if you don't know who Kurtwood Smith is by the actor's name, he was the villain in RoboCop, or also he is Topher Grace's dad in the 70s show known as Red.
Dumbass.
Like
Yeah.
Hey, dumbass. That guy. And when I saw him, though, at a certain part in the movie, I was like, oh, shit, this movie is going to get real now.
Yeah.
Now this is when I'm going to like it. And
No!
I don't even want to read the fucking quotes, Chris.
I'm sorry.
I hate this movie so bad. I feel like they're just like, hey, let's take a great piece of work like Firestarter. Because if you actually read the book,
Yeah, I'm sure it looks great.
Or even go watch the original, Drew Barrymore was like 5 in the movie. It was right after she did E.T. Like, if you go watch the movie, I mean, who was in it? Heather Locklear was in the original. Freaking.
If I remember correctly, dude, the first Firestarter also it's memory berries. It's not as good as you remember. That's
I watched it like twice now this week.
I've heard people do not like that original, but they like this one even less.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to make this movie. Okay, here I can make it really easy, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's an evil government company called the Shop. Make that your entity. Show how these two, father and daughter, are on the run. Memory flashback to before they're on the run.
Yeah.
And then add the said characters needed that move on. And it's like, they even fucked up the story of Rainbird in this. Like, they totally fucked that up.
Yeah.
And I think if you go watch the 84, I think you would like it.
Okay.
I think you would. I don't know if others would, but bottom line is, I'm not reading quotes on this.
Fuck
I don't
this.
care. Yeah,
right.
I only wrote like a page, like literally a page and a like literally. Have you seen me write less quotes for a fucking movie ever?
Yeah, no.
That's it, dude. No, I was so pissed this entire time. I'm not reading quotes.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and read guess the audience score for Firestarter.
We didn't even give our scores yet, sir.
Oh, sorry.
That's how that
This
goes.
is 2. This is a piece of shit movie.
1.5.
Oh man. This is STD.
Not even a 1.5. A 1. I'm going to give this a fucking 1. This is the lowest rating movie in 222 episodes of this goddamn show I have ever given. This is a 1.
STD tag, guys. Something to do.
STD. Fuck that. That's not even something to do. This is something that you, like, if you have the DVD, you throw it in the air, you get your shotgun out, and you fucking blow it up.
All right. What's the audience score on this?
I don't know. 12.
46.
Shut the hell
People
up.
like
Really?
people like shitty movies, man. It's weird. Now, what is the critic score on this?
20.
12%.
Nice. Yes. Give me the senses, please.
There's plenty of room to improve on the original, but Firestarter trips over that low bar, tumbles toward the bottom of the long list of Stephen King adaptations. Let me read this is one of them. This is it says the most incoherent, unengaging, weirdly mean-spirited by Richard Whittaker of Austin Chronicle. Yeah, this was a piece of shit movie. I don't know why it exists. I don't know how it exists. Like, did they watch this and
I was actually trying to investigate that myself.
Yeah.
Like, after watching this movie, not only I went and first looked at reviews by other reviewers because
maybe I'm missing something, right?
Maybe I missed something. Maybe not. I don't know. And by far, everybody across the board, everywhere,
hates this movie.
Yeah. And dude, I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was like a filmmaker got because I know Steve. Remember, I remember reading the news story to you. I think it was like a year ago now or more, where Stephen King released a lot of his works for like $1.
Yeah.
Like you could buy them for $1.
Yeah.
And you could remake it or redo it or whatever. And great, awesome. Holy shit, fuck. How? You have a good cast here. Ryan Kiera was great in American Horror Story. She was one of the best parts of the double feature season, first part of the season. Michael Greyeyes, a great actor who's been in movies for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Kurtwood Smith, who's been in films for 60 years, I don't know, 50 years, 40 years. I don't know how many years. You have Zac Efron, fucking eye candy for the masses. That, to be honest, even if you do or do not like him, literally give him the right lines, he'll make them gold. He's fine. But you made this the most incoherent. You put in things in this that had nothing to do with the fucking book, movie, or whatsoever. I'm just pissed.
Do they hate cats, by the way? Should I mention that?
Does Stephen King hate cats?
No, does this movie hate cats?
I don't know, man, because I think maybe Stephen King hates cats. Because if you think about it, there's the movie Cat's Eye. There's a movie called Cat's Eye where the cats possess humans. Then there's Sleepwalkers where the evil demon creatures are their weakness is cats.
By the way, I saw Sleepwalkers at Panic Fest with Mick Garrett, the director, and it was so fun. It was so fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love Sleepwalkers. That's one of my favorite classic. But anyway,
yeah, guys.
Yeah, I can't talk about this movie anymore. Okay. I don't even want to remember that exists.
Okay, guys. Next week,
Lost I want to go buy the Drew Barrymore fucking poster T-shirt.
Yeah.
Just to be like, this is fire.
So I actually want to talk to you about this. So we'll do it quickly in there. We're seeing Men next week, regardless of what you think. We're seeing Men. Alex Garland's movie. The guy made Ex Machina. We're seeing Men next week. We're going to talk about it. Now, you have the chance between The Lost City and Chip and Dale. Which one do you want to see out of those two?
Is Chip and Dale in the theater?
No.
I thought it was just the TV show that they were
No, this is a movie.
That movie?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's save Lost City for another week. To be honest, I reading, when I was gathering news information, a lot of positives were coming out of the Chip and Dale farm.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Chip and Dale, the movie Rescue Rangers, it's got this real meta feel. It's got fucking Seth Rogen, Andy Samberg, John Mulaney. Where John Mulaney I was already in. So we'll do Men, which you have to go to the theater for. I'm really excited about that. And Chip and Dale, which will be on the Disney Plus, I think, tomorrow. So...
Yeah, because Top Gun's not for a couple more weeks.
Not until 27th.
And so is Bob's Burgers. We got to see that.
So we see that the same week, though? So Bob's Burgers and the Top Gun open the same weekend. And they're both in the theaters, so...
hey, dude, don't yell at me like that.
I just wanted to, I'm fine going...
Why are you trying to beat me up all the time, man?
I'm fine going to theaters twice. It's just that I know that you have a hard time sometimes.
Well, I do this week. This week because I work literally every single day.
Yeah.
Man, we're not going to see Downton Abbey?
No, fuck that, dude. Are you kidding me? Every time I see him, like, old white people want to see this shit. So,
so we got Top Gun Maverick and the Bob's Burgers a couple weeks from now.
So we do that.
Buzz Lightyear's coming out soon.
And so is Jurassic Park Dominion coming out.
Oh my gosh, dude! Look at all these good movies coming out.
I'm excited for the summer, dude. It's gonna be good.
The Elvis movie, the Black Phone. Oh my gosh,
Nope, I can't wait. July 22nd, Nope, dude.
Yeah.
My wife asks me every week when that's coming out. I have to remind her. She's super excited for that.
Love and Thunder. Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for that too, man.
Oh my god. All these I'm pretty Bullet Train. Oh, that's not until August, so.
But yeah, dude, we'll do Chip and Dale and Men. Sound good for this week? Next week?
I don't know what Men is.
Dude, I know you like it. The guy who made Ex Machina made.
Yes. Never mind. I know what it is.
You know what Men is? Okay. You're
definitely.
You're stoked, right? Okay.
All day long, bro.
All right. Well,
tell everybody where they can find it.
You can find us online, who'sdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/who'sdon'tsuck. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. By the way, I'm keeping that shit active as fuck, so stay tuned to that. Instagram at TDS Podcast. We're on Bonfire, bonfire.com/suck. You can find shirts. We're Patreon, patreon.com/movies.suck. You want to see email, movies.suck@gmail.com or info@movies.suck.net. We're on Twitch, where everywhere you find podcasts, you can find movies that don't suck and some that do.
If you got a small business, we'll be more than happy to promote you. Just let us know. Message us, tag us, direct message us, email us, whatever. I'll be more than happy to put your business out there for our thousands of listeners, our millions of viewers. Mm-hmm. We would love to have you be a part of our family.
We should. Sure would. You good?
I'm good. Let's get it done. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, if you ever are going to remake a Stephen King movie, don't do it so bad that it gives me the sadness. Have a good night.